Shows John Belushi enter a confessional. Cuts to the other side of the confessional with Phil Hartman as a priest. Hartman. Aye, top of the morning to you, Lottie. This is Father McGillicuddy. How long since your last confession? Belushi. About 3 years. Hartman. Very good. Now what do you want to confess, Lottie? Belushi. Well, I've been unfaithful to my wife. Hartman. Is she hot or is she an old bag? Belushi. What? What does that have to do with it? Hartman. Well, if she's an old bag, I'll make you do less Hail Marys. Belushi. Well, she's in her 50s now. Hartman. In her 50s? Why even cheating on her? Wouldn't it be easier to get the divorce than cheating on the old bag? Belushi. But Father, isn't the church against divorce? Hartman. Divorcing your wife is bad if she can bear you some children, but divorcing an old bag is just smart. I'll tell you what, Lottie. I want you to say 2 Hail Marys, but only one if you get the divorce. Belushi. Yes, Father. Belushi exits the confessional and Gilda Radner enters. Radner. Hello, Father. It's been 2 weeks since my last confession. Hartman. Well then, why the hell are you back here so fast? Why don't you live a little less? Radner. Excuse me? Hartman. Never mind, just get on with it. What you want to confess? Radner. I took the Lord's name in vain, Father. Hartman. Lord, you mean the singer? Radner. No, Father, I mean our Heavenly Father, God. Hartman. Aye, well, it's a grave sin to be taking the Lord's name in vain. I want you to do 50 Hail Marys an hour, every hour for the next 3 days. Radner. But Father, what about my sleep? Hartman. A few sleepless nights will teach you not to say the Lord's name in vain. Now, goddamn it, get the hell out of here. Radner exits the confessional and Chris Farley enters. Farley. Hello, Father. It's been a long time since my last confession. Hartman. Aye, Lottie, that's all right. Now, what do you want to confess? Farley. Well, I'm a proctologist. Hartman. I'm a priest, Lottie, not the bloody dictionary. What the hell is a proctologist? Farley. Well, it's a doctor that specializes in treating people's anuses. Hartman. Aye, very good. Now, what got you into that work, Lottie? Farley. Well, I guess I just like ass. Hartman. Aye, very good. Now, on to the confession. Farley. Well, anyway, I'm a proctologist, and lately I've been putting my clients under unnecessarily so that I can stick my, Hartman. Stick your what, Lottie? I've heard it all. Spit it out. Farley. My, penis into the buttholes of my unconscious clients. Hartman. Now, you be doing this just for your female clients or the males, too? Farley. Just the females. Hartman. Aye, I was going to say, if you were doing it to the males, you may have made a hell of a priest. But what's the confession? Farley. Well, what do you mean? Hartman. You're sticking your Peter into some young lass's behinds. I don't see the problem. Farley. Don't you think it's morally wrong to do that? Hartman. Aye, if you're going to twist my arm, fine. Say half a Hail Mary. Farley. That's it? Hartman. Aye, that's it. Now beat it before I jump it up to 3/4 a Hail Mary. Farley exits the confessional and Jan Hooks enters. Hooks. Hello, Father. It's been a year since my last confession. Hartman. Aye, and what do you have to confess, Lassie? Hooks. Well, last Sunday I skipped church and instead went into work. Hartman. You skipped church and did work on the Sabbath? Hooks. Yes, Father. Hartman. What kind of monster are you? Hooks begins to cry and says, I know, Father. I'm so sorry. Hartman. Well, I want 10,000 Hail Marys from you, lass. Hooks. 10,000? Isn't that a bit much? Hartman. Another word out to you and I'll make it 20,000. Now get the hell out of here and get to work. Hooks leaves and Norm MacDonald enters the confessional. Hartman. All right, Lottie, how long since your last confession? MacDonald. I've never been to confession before, Father, but I really get something off my chest. Hartman. What is it, Lottie? McDonald. Well, I murdered my neighbor. Hartman. And why did you do that, Lottie? McDonald. At night, he would play really loud music, and it was affecting my sleep. So one night I broke into his house and cut him up into pieces with my butcher knife. Hartman. And what's the confession? McDonald. What's the confession? I murdered someone, Father. Hartman. But you said he was interrupting your sleep. McDonald. Well, that's true. Hartman. You seem like a good lad. How about the quarter of a Hail Mary? McDonald. A quarter of a Hail Mary for murder. Hartman. And be happy I didn't give you half a Hail Mary. And dead from the earth, we're not alive. It's Saturday Not Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Sinead O'Connor, and your host, Cicely Tyson. Everybody, Cicely Tyson. Applause, applause, applause. Shows Denitra Vance come out on stage and say, hello, and thank you for the warm reception. I was an actress known for playing strong African-American women, and I garnered widespread attention and critical acclaim for my performance as Rebecca Morgan in Sounder, for which I was nominated for both the Academy Award for Best Actress and Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. Applause, applause, applause. Vance. And in its fourth season, in February of 1979, I hosted Saturday Night Live. Cicely Tyson comes out. Applause, applause, applause. Tyson. Denitra, what the hell are you doing? Vance. Oh, don't worry, Miss Tyson, I got this. I play all the female black characters on this show. Anyway, when I hosted SNL, Garrett Morris initially came out in drag and pretended to be me. Can you believe that? Tyson. I guess some things never change. Vance. And why do you keep interrupting me? Tyson. Well, Denitra, I'm the host. I was waiting in my dressing room for someone to come get me, and then I hear you out here pretending to be me. Vance. Like I just said, Cicely, I portray all the black women on this show. It's in my contract. In fact, I play every woman darker than Kim Kardashian. So why don't you just beat it? Tyson. Is this how you're going to treat a fellow woman of color? We've come how far just for you to do this to me? Vance. Okay, maybe you're right. Just this one time, I'll let someone else play the black woman. As Vance leaves the stage, Tyson says, thank you, Denitra. Well, Miss Vance, while portraying me, already gave me an introduction. So I'll just tell you we have a great show tonight. Sinead O'Connor is here, so get ready to find out who she tears up a picture of this time. We'll be right back.